Welcome back to Business Doctor. Today we are going to discuss about a topic which is a kind of case study which I personally myself have gone through, and I want to share how an opportunity is missed out for a set of business unit. This case study is just about my haircut. You know very well that due to pandemic, there are a lot of restrictions on shops and establishments, public movement, traffic rules, etc., etc. I have a salon which I know for last 25 years, and the owner of the salon knows me, and I also know him. In the sense that we are from the same locality, and I have been a customer for 25 long years. Now let's focus on the business perspective as from the point of view of that salon. The entire pandemic scenario, how it is linking to his business. That's the focus of this case study. The first is the change management. The second one is planning. Third one is threats. Fourth is an opportunity. Fifth is customer engagement or relationship. And of course, there is one more thing which is there, which I'll tell you at the end of this video. So what could have been done? Very simple. This pandemic could not have been planned in the first place. Yeah, that everyone agrees. But the moment it becomes a reality, what, from a salon perspective, what that could mean or impact is that for a typical haircut, it would take about 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes, depending upon the situation. And there is a waiting time, maybe in queue, or if it is an online, then there is a time-based waiting. So from this pandemic point of view, the importance is on the exposure of people having the virus spreading to somebody else. That span of control, that span of exposure is for about 10 to 15 minutes. That's what the experts say, medical experts say. So from the business point of view, what probably the salon has not prepared is how to respond to that pandemic swiftly. So the preparation is what is very, very important, which they didn't do. They might not have all the safety standards in place, or even if they have, they didn't communicate to the customers that they have all the things in place. Or even if they have communicated to all the customers in terms of their safety measures, it didn't translate to convincing the customers, which means that the customers like me didn't have a trust. So the simple way of, say for example, communicating and winning the trust could be a kind of SMS to all the customers of the salon, or a simple door-to-door canvassing, because it's a locality salon, so everybody would have known him. So a simple door-to-door canvassing, or a paper insert in a local daily, or simply a display of a confidence boosting measures, like something that you book an appointment with us well in advance, something like that. And of course the salon has got a simple compact glass exteriors, so people know what is happening inside, and is a fully air conditioned, so facility wise it's quite okay. But the problem is with the queuing and the processing times. So that would have given the confidence to the public. So how did it impact? So from the planning perspective, okay, the entrepreneur didn't take into consideration of the impact of the pandemic, at least after it had arrived to the locality. And the other one is that the threat it causes, the pandemic causes, and what they need to, as a salon, as a shop, or the entrepreneur, what he or she needs to respond to that threat. Okay, that is possible only when the person understands or perceives what the threat could be, and what all the opportunities that threat brings along in terms of customer retention or getting a new customer, like that, and what is the impact on the business. So how they could have minimized the business impact, and how they could have gained or regained the customers loyalty by showing their setup in such a way that customer has got a trust on that particular salon. Even if they have all the things in place like queuing, etc., or reducing the waiting time, the separation, it has to be demonstrated by an execution. That means, when somebody goes there, the person needs social distancing with all the gloves, mask, and all other things, and it has to be demonstrated that yeah, there is no issue. Okay, so these are all the impacts that would have affected the entrepreneur of the salon. Now look at the other side. There was a guy who manufactured trimmer and he sold it on online shopping platforms, and that was a boost for him because the same pandemic which is spoiling somebody's business, the same pandemic is giving an opportunity for something to be made available for end users like public to use the trimmer. So, and there are a lot of the collateral products or byproducts with respect to the videos, how to do trimming by yourself, how to dispose of the cut hair. A lot of things are available, and that's in an online platform that creates another round of business for all these people. That includes advertising revenues, visibility, branding. The entire chain on online has gone upwards, whereas on the physical thing it has gone downwards. But the same problem struck the society, which is that pandemic. Maybe that guy could have done it accidentally, all these plans, but always the result is positive for that business which they have planned for this kind of pandemic. So the message is like this: when some situation happens, when something happens to the entire society or to the country or globe at large, there are threats as well as opportunities, and we have to look for both the threats and the opportunities, and we should be afraid of threats and don't miss out identifying the opportunities in terms of converting to business. Maybe we have to fine tune the planning elements and demonstrate or execute in such a way that the trust is demonstrated to the customers. That means there is a customer engagement, customer communication, and the confidence the entire execution is going to bring upon, which results in the trust of the business. So once that happens, automatically the business grows, whether there is a adverse impact or a positive impact. I told in the start that there is one thing which I'll discuss in the end of this video. That is very simple. The one thing which is very important that is missed out is that we discussed about the waiting time, or process improvement, or operational improvements. that technique, either the waiting time reduction or the cutting time. You imagine this way, had the entrepreneur thought through for a second and come out with some kind of innovative ideas or creative ideas in terms of bringing down the waiting time, maybe through online or through even a physical way of calling someone or asking them to wait, etc., in queues and out queues. So there could be a lot of things that would have been done on the process improvement side, or they could have simply, there was an opportunity for creating a new device that cuts the hair in probably less than 10 minutes, less than 8 minutes, and the disposal of that hair in a safe and proper way. So if somebody could have thought through and invented that device for a shop usage, okay, in a mass scale, that would have created completely a blue ocean strategy or a transformational product that could have been used across the globe. So I just want to communicate that, yeah, for everything that is happening, it all pegs back to the change management before pandemic and after pandemic, or while in pandemic, for example. So everything is a change, and look for these threats, opportunities, and fine tune your planning elements, and use that opportunity to create or innovate new process, new products, and ideas that transform the business space you are in. Thank you for listening to this. See you in the next video. This is Gokul. Have a nice day. Cheers. Bye.